All right, so welcome to another episode. Should I call it episode now? Of our weekly trading recap, where I basically, review the trades that I took this week and then share it to you guys so that you guys can learn from it and then prepare for the new week. Okay, so this week, I believe we had zero loss, yes, except for a trade on step 200, yes. We had a trade on Sep 200 that took us out before playing out, so that was the only loss that we had. And I do share most of all the setups in my Telegram. So if you're interested in copying any of my trades, probably during the week, the link to my Telegram will be on this video's caption. Okay, so we already know what we're doing. The first that we're looking out for, it's a top-down analysis to know where price is coming from and then where price is going to. For this step 200, I shared the trade as my outlook for this week, earlier this week. All right, so price is basically buying, and price is buying from this point and is buying to this point. So what do we need to do? If you're not new here, you know that we'll have to, continue the buy all the way to the upside. Okay. And of course, we already know what we're looking for. A sweep of the liquidity, which is a sweep of buy sell side liquidity, and then a break of structure, which is a directional break of structure to review price intent, and then solidify the sweep. So we have this here, and then this becomes our PR. So we had an inner entry here, I believe, on the 15 minutes that took us out before price played out. Yes, here. So this was our first PUI. This was a sweep of the sell side liquidity, which is a low. And then we had a directional break of structure, which reveals that this is in an uptrend. So these are structural liquidity, which is our higher low. And the price was supposed to, play out, take out structural liquidity and then play out around here. But price range, and then tapped on the lower POI and then played out fully. So this was the take profit. Price played out fully. Okay. And also I had a trade on V10. Now for this trade, what I would advise is to, wait for perfect confirmations before you enter any trade. Wait for valid confirmations before you enter any trade. Don't just enter trades randomly. I've been saying this all the week. Wait for valid confirmation and then study price action. Okay. Study what price is doing at the moment and then, use it to make your execution. And of course, risk management has to come in play because not all trades will go to where you predestine. Should I use predestine now? Where you wanted it to go. Okay, so apply risk management, wait for good confirmations. Now, this trade played out today and it was very, very sweet. I loved the price action. Started playing in the morning, yes, today, and now we have full take profit. We have full take profit. Let me remove. We have full take profit, guys. So, price is coming down from here. Yes, from here is our structural point. Then we had a tiny sweep here, so these are POI. These are basically trade, no stress. I just need to look out for your price coming from. Your price is going to on the higher time frame, either the 1 hour, 4 hours, 24 hours, and then I just journey down. Okay. If you want to, check how I do my analysis, you can anticipate my weekly trading insights on Monday, where I basically share the pairs that I'm looking out for the week, so that if you see a valid confirmation, you can basically enter. So this was a 5-minute POI. We had a sweep of a buy side liquidity, which is a sweep of the previous high. And then we had a directional break of structure to review price direction. And then, we had a structural point here, which is structural liquidity, and then second break of structure. So this was a lower high, and then our lower low here becomes our target. So price took out structural liquidity, gave a 15 minutes, 30 minutes rather, yes, 30 minutes evening star confirmation. Yes, 30 minutes evening star confirmation. So for people that do ask me which confirmation I use, most times I do use the morning star and evening star as well. So we had this as our full take profit. We had this as our full take profit. So this was technically our second win for the week, right? And then we had a trade on V15 1X that was on the 5 minutes, very tiny POI, very tiny POI that played out. I know most people will not see this one, but it played out very well. Okay, now if you understand price action and your basic market structure, you're supposed to know that this was a lower high, a lower low, which means this was a sweep of this lower high, and then we had a directional break of structure, and then we had this as a structural point, and then boom to the downside. It's only those that know market structure very well that will get this trade. So study price movement, study your market structure so that you can make, refined decisions in the market. So this was my POI. This was structural point. So price took out structural liquidity, tapped our POI, and then boom to the downside. This week was exceptional. It was very, very exceptional. This was also an evening star confirmation. So you had this, and then you have this. This trade was about 1:3. Yes. So you can see that this was a full take profit. Okay. This 15 1X is selling to the downside. I've done the analysis before now, so selling from here. Yes. And it's headed here. It's headed here. This is the structural point. The sweep was here. Then this was RPI. So it's headed here. And then we looked for sell, and then we cut one. So for V50, we had a buy POI, yes, that I gave out as well. I even gave this one on TikTok and Twitter. So we had a sweep here, very tiny one, very tiny one. Most of the trades that played out this week were 1:3, 1:5. So this coming week, look out for trades like that, and then execute with precision. So we had a sweep here, and then we had a break of structure to the upside, which reveals where price is supposed to go to, a structural point to be taken out, and then we had full take profits. We had full take profits. Full take profits, guys. Full take profits. Full take profits. Okay, so watch out for more trades on these pairs that I'm giving out so that if you see any other setup, you can, still take them. V50 is buying and is buying from here. This was structural point. So it's basically buying from here. This is POI. And it's buying all the way here. So it's almost at our target, but you can still look out for buy POIs till it gets to full take profit. We've done step 200. So this 25 1X, was a lovely buy, actually. It was a lovely buy. It was a lovely buy. It was a lovely buy. But it was also kind of trickish here. So this 25 1X was buying, but it has gotten to full take profit. So we are no longer looking for buys. We're waiting to see another top down analysis before we look for buy. So this was the full target and it has gotten to full take profit. But before it got to full take profit, we had one trade, one trade that we took this week. So this was it. A very sweet POI. Had our CPA, and then this was our structural liquidity. So for this case, structural liquidity basically formed first before breaking the full structure. Remember, if this break of structure is not there, the setup is not valid because this break of structure tells you where price is likely to go next. Okay, and you also validate this liquidity sweep. Take for example that price did this and then did this and then you didn't have a full break of structure. You can call this a downtrend, right? But if you have a full break of structure, you can know that price is going to the upside. So we had our confirmation, I guess, was on 15 minutes. Yes. And then price started ranging before price, started going to the upside. And it played out very, very well. So this week was exceptional. It was a very, very good week. A very, very good week. We had all our trades in profits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And none of them was 1:2. The list was about 1:3 upwards. So my strategy works very well. Okay. So in this coming week, if you want to copy my trades, you can check the caption of this video and then I will drop my Telegram channel there. And if you want to learn my strategy, you can send me a DM on Telegram. Okay. I'll also drop the link for you guys to contact me on this video's description. So to check it out. And then see you guys on Monday for my weekly trading insights, which is basically the pairs that I'll be looking forward to take next week. So have a profitable trading week ahead. Study past price so that you can make, future decisions in this coming week. Study what happened this week. If you had losses, study the price. What happened? Why did you had loss here? Why did you had wins here? And then, you can use a refreshed mindset to enter the new week. Take, for example, for this week, for me, 1:3 to 1:5 played out very well. So if I see that same pattern next week, I'm risking higher on it. That's how I basically trade. That's how I learn. I always learn from my past setups and then I journal my trade. So wait for valid confirmations and then learn confirmations this weekend so that by next week, you're entering the charts a better person. All right. So I just needed to rush this and then give it out to you guys. So stay locked in and then see you guys in the new week. Bye, guys.